Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Before I go ahead with a new lesson today, I just want to remind you to subscribe to the channel, leave a comment and a like. So, in the lesson of today, we're going to discuss about how to set up a fulfillment center. But before doing that, we need to understand something else. We need to understand the differences between a warehouse and a fulfillment center. Let's start with the fulfillment center. So generally, a fulfillment center is an all-in-one solution. They offer you a lot of different services, but especially they offer you automation. So, for example, they offer you a wide range of carriers that you could use. They are integrated with their system, generally WMS, warehouse management system, for wider services, truckers, of course, technology, but also robotics, which means that they may not have only human labor but also some robots, especially for picking. But overall, what they have to do, they have to offer you not only the storage where you can put basically your stocks that you imported from the manufacturer country, and they should offer you at least some sort of carriers that you could use. Automation, that's another thing, because of course you don't want to set up manually and create manually shipping labels for each order if you have 5,000 orders per month. So you need an automation that could help you map orders to certain carriers for certain countries. So storage, carriers, pick and pack, so some human labor, customization, automation, and some additional services. You need an also quality check on products that have been returned and so on. Now, question is, why you should use a fulfillment center instead of your manufacturer or your own warehouse? Well, before we go ahead to explain the reason why, I just want to focus a little bit more on the definition of warehouse. So generally a warehouse is a place where you can store your goods. They may have some tracking services if you want to move or transfer stocks locally, but generally they don't offer more than that. So compared to a fulfillment center, there's a wide range of services that a fulfillment center could offer you compared to a simple warehouse. Now, why you should use a fulfillment center instead? Many reasons. For the network, so more options for carriers, local transportation, the flexibility, the efficiency, the technology, so they can offer you automation, integration with your shipping cart, VAS, which means value added services, price and capacity. So what does this mean? So let's go back. What do they offer? What a fulfillment center offers on top of that? Generally network, so they have more options for carriers, other fulfillment centers worldwide, local transportations, and much more in terms of partners as well. They are complementary in terms of services. Value added services is one of the most important services other than storage, pick and pack, and carriers, because generally you always need some flexibility and some additional services from your partners, which means that you may need some quality check or you may need to have a setup for your returns. If you offer like 30 days money back guarantee, then well, you're gonna need to figure out how you're gonna do with all of those stocks that are coming back. But also the flexibility, the fact that there are many holidays worldwide, and if you want to catch the season, if you want to catch Black Friday, Cyber Monday, then well, you will need to fulfill more orders probably, and this means more shifts and more people to be engaged and hired in a very short period of time. So you really need some flexibility but also efficiency, because if you're not efficient you can ship too many orders, right? And you don't want to spend too much time on fulfilling orders that were received, I don't know, 7 days ago. You want same day fulfillment. At the same time, you want a customer support, you want to be always in touch with your fulfillment center so that you can communicate any forecast or differences or new stocks coming, understand the inventory, the prices need to be transparent. Of course, there may be always something that you can think of, but pretty much storage, pick and pack, the carrier prices or additional service prices, they need to be very clear on that, because it's where you're going to need some calculations most of the time. You're not going to maybe you don't think about some remote area surcharges. Well, ask for a very detailed rate card, because if you're shipping worldwide but you mainly target certain cities, or you have orders coming from remote areas, for example from Australia, then you may not know about it because it's not known upfront, of course. Then you may get charged quite high fees just because it's a remote area, and then your shipping cost is quite high compared to what they quoted you. So just try to make sure that you could understand those processes, or ask for some remote areas, I don't know, rates, or at least an estimation. So you could consider like at least a 50 or 30% on top of what's your current shipping rate just for remote areas, because most of the times, unless it's on, I don't know, main cities or big cities in each country, which can be Australia, New Zealand, US, it's most likely going to be considered as a remote area. So just be prepared for that. So based on your current needs, you should consider a few points before choosing a fulfillment center. First of all, their capacity. So they should be able to handle at least on a monthly basis the double amount of orders that you receive. For example, let's say that you're shipping worldwide 1,000 orders per month. Your fulfillment center should be able to handle at least 2,000 orders per month, shipped outbound. Well, of course, because 1,000 of them is just going to be you, and then of course they're going to have some few more clients probably, right? Second is the space. They should be able to store on a monthly basis at least the double amount of stock you require, because you require a monthly basis, I don't know, like 100 CDMs, but then you have to think about Black Friday, you have to think about Christmas, maybe you have more orders, you need more storage, or you're gonna have some new products launched, and it's gonna be inventory on top of the inventory on top of the inventory. So make sure you have enough space that can support that. Time. They should also have same-day shipping and be available to talk to you. I mean, I wouldn't say anytime, but at least in a very short period of time. So very fast response time, but also they should be able to ship same day, which means that if you receive orders before a certain time during the day, let's say 12 p.m. or 10 a.m., then they should be able to ship the same day. So make sure you ask them for the time. When is the last time that I could send you orders? I need a time. It's 9, it's 10, it's 11 a.m. Give me a time, and then you know that anything that they receive before that time is going to be shipped today. If not, this is how you're supposed to track as well the KPIs, if orders have been shipped correctly or not, on time or not. Next one is the ISO or ISO. It's the compliance to the international standards. This means that most likely there are third parties who are, let's say, following certain standards and issuing some certificates, which are called ISO certificates, and they're going to basically take in consideration the security of, for example, the building, their cameras, if the technology they are using is safe, any cybersecurity issue and so on. So it's an overall situation, and let's say check that they need to go through before they can actually get those certificates. And then the technology, so you should make sure that their technology actually works well and it's complete, which means that you're able to integrate with your shopping cart, generate labels, get tracking numbers. Basically, you don't have to do anything rather than automate the process at the beginning. So that's the target, that their technology is advanced. They can provide you tracking numbers, you can send them orders, have an integration, and then get back the tracking numbers and any track and trace follow-up as well. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.